proceed, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we drop a video, which is either going to be Monday or Friday, of course. All right, and hit us up with that super like. All right, we greatly appreciate it. And check out these Mixed Nuts friends. All right, guys, these guys are super fantastic. They're available on all platforms. Check them out. You can check us out on Instagram. That's that Mixed Nuts 3000, of course. That Mixed Nuts 3000. Run it. Let's start with the man, the jerk, the open sore, whose relationship with immigration is as stable as a toddler holding a full bowl of soup. Donald J. Trump. For years, he's been telling us he's going to build a wall, a big, beautiful wall, a wall so tall you need a giraffe on stilts just to peek over it. And who's going to pay for it? Mexico, of course. A promise he repeated with the unwavering conviction of a man who thinks you can power a country with clean coal. It was simple, it was direct, and it was, to put it mildly, completely and utterly detached from reality, much like his claims about his inauguration crowd size. It was a beautiful fantasy for some, a terrifying one for others. His stance on immigration has always been a fascinating blend of tough talk and, well, more tough talk. He paints a picture of immigrants as a monolithic horde of bad hombres storming the border. Many are just families seeking a better life, the people who pick the vegetables that end up in his well-done steaks with ketchup. He wants them out, all of them, with the possible exception of the ones working at his golf courses. It's a policy that's less about national security and more about appealing to a base that believes the biggest threat to America is someone who pronounces jalapeno correctly. Welcome to Georgia, the Peach State, home of Atlanta, the Coca-Cola headquarters, and apparently the newest front line in the immigration wars. Specifically, we're talking about a Hyundai parts supplier, a place where people assemble the bits and pieces that eventually become the car you rent when the rental company is out of everything else. It's a place of industry, of hard work, of people trying to earn a living, and last week, it became the set of a very real, very unfunny reality show when Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, decided to pay a visit, a very, very big visit. Now, you might be thinking, an ICE raid at a car factory? What's next, raiding a Starbucks because the foam on a latte is undocumented? And you'd be right to be confused. The scene, as described by witnesses, was one of pure chaos. Agents swarmed, the factory workers scattered, and the hum of machinery was replaced by the sounds of panic and confusion. It wasn't a targeted, quiet operation. It was a full-blown Hollywood-style raid, presumably because subtlety is for Democrats and people who enjoy foreign films. This was an operation with all the nuance of a monster truck rally in a library. According to the CNN article that broke the story, this wasn't just a few agents politely asking to see some paperwork. This was a massive, multi-agency affair that effectively shut down the entire operation. Workers, both documented and undocumented, were caught in the crossfire. Imagine you're just trying to get through your shift, maybe thinking about what you're gonna have for dinner, and suddenly your workplace turns into a scene from a Jason Bourne movie, only with more paperwork and significantly less Matt Damon. Let's talk about ICE. The name itself is a branding nightmare. On one hand, you have a refreshing, crystalline solid that cools your beverage. On the other, you have a government agency that instills fear in entire communities. It's like naming the IRS the puppy and kitten brigade. The confusion is built right in. When someone in Georgia yells, "The ICE is here," you have to ask for clarification. Are we talking about a welcome delivery for the office water cooler, or is it time to find the nearest emergency exit and hope for the best? It's a mess. The agents themselves are often caught in the middle of this political storm. They're tasked with enforcing laws that are, to be blunt, a tangled, contradictory mess. One day they're being told to focus on violent criminals. The next they're being ordered to raid a factory that makes car doors. It's a whiplash-inducing mission statement. The raid in Georgia is a perfect example. Were there dangerous criminals assembling Hyundai Sonatas? Or was this about fulfilling a quota and generating a headline that screams, "We're tough on immigration"? The tactics used in these raids are designed for maximum intimidation. They descend in force, creating an atmosphere of fear and panic. It's a dragnet approach where everyone is a suspect until proven otherwise. This isn't just about finding individuals without proper documentation. It's about making a statement. It's about telling every immigrant, regardless of their status, that they are being watched. The psychological impact of that is enormous. It pushes people further into the shadows. Now, how does our favorite former president and current commentator-in-chief fit into all this? You can almost hear the Truth Social post being hammered out in a fit of patriotic fervor. They said it couldn't be done. We are raiding the car factories, just like I said. The cars are coming in, the people are coming in, we stopped them. Very strong. The Democrats would have given them all free cars. Sad. He has, honestly, a unique talent for taking any event and framing it as a personal victory, even if it's a disaster he had nothing to do with. Trump's entire worldview on this is built on a simple, almost childlike logic. Foreign things are bad. American things are good. So a Korean car company, Hyundai, operating in America, employing people who might be from other countries, that's a triple threat of foreignness that his brain probably short circuits trying to process. The raid is the perfect validation of his narrative. See? Foreign company, foreign people, problems. It doesn't matter that the factory is a major employer in an American state. The details are irrelevant. The only thing that matters is the headline. Trump-style policies lead to crackdown at foreign-owned plant. This is where his rhetoric and ICE's actions create a perfect feedback loop of chaos. The result is a policy that feels less like a coherent strategy and more like an improv show where all the suggestions are shouted by the angriest person in the room. And let's be clear, the irony is thicker than the instruction manual for a Hyundai entertainment system. Beyond the political theater, the cable news shouting matches, there's a real community in Georgia that is now reeling from this. A factory isn't just a building. It's the economic engine of a town. Mortgages, car payments, grocery bills. When you conduct a raid of this magnitude, you're not just detaining individuals, you're pulling a critical thread from the economic fabric of the entire area. The CNN report made it clear the sudden disappearance of a significant portion of the workforce has immediate and cascading effects. Immediate shutdown of the plant, production stops, orders are delayed, contracts are jeopardized, a massive financial blow to Hyundai and its supplier. But the ripple effect spreads much further. Local diner loses customers, gas station sees less traffic, landlord faces vacant units. Miniature economic recession delivered overnight by government agents in tactical gear removed consumers, tenants, taxpayers. The human cost is infinitely more important. Families were torn apart. Children come home to empty houses. No answers. Fear and uncertainty devastating. Kids' lives destabilized. Many are American citizens, punishing American children for their parents' status. What happens to the factory now? Massive labor shortage. So what does this all mean? We've got a former president who thinks a wall is the answer to everything, a government agency named after a cold treat that conducts terrifying raids, and a Korean car factory in Georgia that's suddenly short-staffed. It's a perfect storm of American absurdity. It's a story about immigration, but it's also a story about what we think the American dream island. The car has always been a potent symbol of that dream. The open road, the freedom, the idea that you can just get in your car and drive toward a new future. It's a powerful piece of American mythology. There is a profound, almost poetic irony in the fact that the very place where this symbol of freedom is manufactured has become a site of confinement and fear. We're building symbols of liberty on assembly lines staffed by people who are denied their own. It's like finding out the Liberty Bell was forged by slaves. Oh, wait. This entire episode, Trump's rhetoric, the ICE raid, the chaos at the Hyundai plant exposes the deep hypocrisy at the heart of the immigration debate. We want the fruits of immigrant labor, the affordable cars, the picked produce, the clean hotel rooms, but we demonize the laborers themselves. We want the economic benefits, but we don't want the human beings. It's a desire to have our cake and eat it too, and then to deport the baker. It's unsustainable, it's cruel, and frankly, it's just plain stupid. And the ultimate punchline, After all this, after the raid and the fear and the economic disruption, we're still going to need someone to build the damn cars. All right, Mixed Nuts, that is it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixednuts. We got new videos coming every Monday or Friday, of course. You can check us out on Instagram. That's that Mixed Nuts 3000. And until next time,